What's up, YouTube? Mike here from RM Custom Shop, and yes, I am that vape fag. Tonight we are installing some nice Rockford Fosgate speakers on Richard's Miata. Tell them what you got. I think you got the same thing I did for the Legacy.
Yeah, so for my Miata, I ended up picking up some Rockford Fosgate Primes. Let's see here. Yeah, so here they are, Rockford Fosgate Prime R165S. They are the complete kit with tweeters, and they have built-in crossovers, don't they?
The tweeters do,
yeah. So we're gonna throw these in. We're gonna show you how to do it, and it's gonna be pretty sweet.
At least we have the security of knowing your door panel's not gonna get completely fucked like mine did. Stupid screw. That's why we didn't make a video install on my speakers, by the way.
Well, there's a number of reasons why. One time I got the mic on, one time.
Yeah,
one more the panel wouldn't come off.
I need something more precise than this to pop this cover off with the. Let's see, but I pretty much have the same speakers Richard does in the front, and then I have Rockford Fosgate 5 1/4 inch two ways in the rear, I think. So pretty decent speakers so far. I like them. So once you get the screw off that's next to the door lock, you're gonna pop this little plastic cover out.
No, over, right.
This?
That little panel, there's a little screw.
That little beige pop out?
Yeah.
Grab me one too. Make sure you... There's another one.
Alrighty then.
Those aren't part of the door panel. I don't know what they're from. Make sure you use a panel popper to do this and not a screwdriver so you don't fuck up your door panels. Just FYI.
I'm in the center.
Damn it. There goes one of the clips.
Yeah, most of my stable door.
Really? Because all of mine came with a panel. Except for one of them.
Actually, 3 of mine.
Yeah, look at that. All of mine came with a panel for once. Look at that. That's
Wow.
never happened before.
Especially on the Miata.
Right? Alright. Once you get the door panel off, there's going to be 3 Phillips holding the speaker in, one here, and one here. Alright, once you take the 3 screws out, the speaker should just pop right out. Yeah. And then there's this clip that holds the wiring harness onto the speaker, which you could just pop out with the flathead. Just like that.
Door baffles. Speaker baffles.
They're not really in bad shape. I've seen far worse stock speakers come out of a car. They're definitely not blown. It'll fit. Yeah, it'll fit.
A hole in it for the wiring. Punch a hole in it. And we need...
Ow.
You punch a hole in yourself.
I stabbed the hole through it and then I just went straight with my finger. Once the speaker's out, everything, unless you have wiring harnesses that plug straight into the stock speaker harness, you're going to have to cut and splice, or in our case we're going to cut the stock connector off and solder the speaker wires directly to this. So, just get some diagonal cutters and just cut the connector off. And in Richard's case, we're trying out this this boom mat stuff. It's supposed to eliminate a lot of the noise. So next, you're going to want to strip your wires. Okay, this literally just keeps fucking destroying the wire. It's really fucking annoying me.
Here's like push things.
Be careful because it keeps destroying the wire. So this is the harness that the speakers come with. It's just typical negative and positive with some terminals on the ends of them. And basically you're going to cut this to whatever size you need, strip the wires back, and solder it to the stock speaker wires.
Okay. So over on my side, I'm going to have to cut into this and make a hole for the tweeter. Oh, that smells terrible. Smells like drilling into an Xbox case. I almost punched a hole into my soft top. That would have sucked. One nice thing about having a kind of shitty paint job on your Miata is you can actually use your Miata as a workbench.
Do not try this at home.
Yeah, exactly. Don't use your Miata as a workbench. We do stupid things.
We are trained idiots.
Exactly. Well put, Mike.
I am an especially trained idiot who was in tech school.
Yeah, Mike is being trained to be a professional idiot. I'm just an idiot by trade.
I would definitely suggest lowering the audio volume for this portion of the video.
Yeah.
I mean when you're editing it.
RIP headphone users.
It's the close.
So after I widened that space a little bit, I was able to get this to just literally just pop in.
This would probably sound a decent bit better than my car, especially because you're in a much more confined space.
So right now we're moving the old speaker grills, so you can mount the Rockford Fosgate ones on.
This step is purely optional, but cosmetic-wise, it'll look 10 times better.
Oh yeah. Plus you can kind of see the Rockford Fosgate ones speakers through this. So that was always nice.
In the bin.
You missed entirely.
I hit the bin.
Not. Wait, I think it came with another.
That's what I want to use the wood for.
Okay, just put the wood in. Just get the drill into my trunk. Let me hold the center for you.
Just go where you want it.
Wait, it's plastic, we're gonna have to drill through it. Or no, it's cardboard.
Now I'm drilling into the wood.
Okay, camera's back in here.
Is it on? Alright guys, so far we've modified the door panels to fit the tweeters as well as the Rockford Fosgate speaker grills. So right now I'm running the wires for the tweeters. These also have to be run to the same speaker wires for the speaker that you're putting in. Same thing, it's just positive and negative, goes to positive and negative. This is what the door panel looks like. Now that we've modified it, we've attached the Rockford Fosgate speaker grill and we flush mounted the tweeter. So it's all set to get wired up and then I can put the door panel back on. So now I'm just going to cut the tweeter wires and solder them into the existing speaker connections. I think this is going to sound pretty damn good with the boom map.
I think so.
Like it seems like, because the speaker's almost like it's in its own box, and then you also have the added benefit of it not rattling the shit out of the door panel.
Yeah, that's what I had in my kickers. It just rattled the shit out of everything.
Correct me if I'm wrong. The top goes on first, right?
Yeah, top first.
Okay guys, so what ended up happening was I went to put the door panel back on, and the tweeter was actually hitting the door frame, like the back cover of it. Like on these tweeters, what'd you do with it, that black cover?
It was right there.
Alright. Well, basically there's a black plastic cover that covers up the back of the tweeter so that it doesn't short, and it was sticking out too far and hitting the door frame. So what we did was we took that back cover off and we hot glued the tweeter to its frame, and we just covered the whole back of the tweeter with hot glue so it doesn't short, and now it fits just fine. It's not going to short out or anything. So now I'm just in the process of popping the door panel back on, and it should be set to go from there. Look at that. Never been able to use nice speaker grills until now. Just another thing your leg is going to hit now.
Dare you play your cards, boy, you bet I'm a trendsetter too. Fire when the strobe hits you.
That's it, Brian?
Yes.